This week, Chloe gets a wood on destroying Devon. David tries to convince a woman she's wrong, and I have a dirty night out. So let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, co-hosts, and people that I have to put up with on a weekly basis. We have Chloe. Hello, Chloe.
It started off so nicely. I was like, yay, a nice one.
nicely.
And then it just, kicking the face.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Hi, very good, thank you. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a lot of rum. Because it's taken a
is
while
that
again.
literally just full of...
No. It's got watermelon tango, which is a thing apparently. No, watermelon
Wait.
Fanta. Yeah.
That sounds quite good.
And then I've got pineapple Captain Morgan's rum, and it's like a cocktail. It's lush. There's quite a lot of alcohol in it though.
Nice.
And I've already had like one.
Yeah, I'm going to
It's
say
going to be a
you
good
are...
podcast. Woohoo!
You do sound like you're slurring a little bit, so bear that in mind. We also have David. Hello, David.
Hey.
Oh hi.
Wow. So, just a fun fact. Obviously, some of us are drinking tonight, some of us aren't. One of the people who is drinking is David. Be aware that where he is, whenever you see him drinking on the podcast, it's 12 o'clock. In fact,
In the
what's
afternoon.
the earliest? Right.
Sometimes
what
when we
is-
do the podcast at 6 p.m. your time, it is 10 a.m. my time.
And he's getting pissed.
I'm not getting pissed. I'm just getting a little
You get a
merry.
little bit jolly, a little
Right.
bit merry.
But what do you say? This is like the best excuse.
A little bit Irish
Like,
merry.
but it is the best excuse, isn't it? Because you go to your missus, you're like, oh, I have to drink. It's a different time zone. Because we have to work on the UK time zone.
Technically,
so I'm
it's a
gonna
night
have to drink.
out.
Listen, exactly. I know it's 10 in the morning, but over there it's not. So, yeah, there we go.
I'm not a fan of it.
Plus,
I hate
plus she's also on the
drinking
chat. We
before
need you to
4
drink.
PM.
We need you to drink. There you go.
More alcohol.
You know what?
Yeah,
of course,
actually.
listeners, the reason why I do drink is because the few times when I was doing it, every time I drank, they would always compliment me at the end. Like, David, you brought a good show today. Like, well done. You really admitted. It's because I was drinking. And they're like, yeah. So when I don't drink, they never compliment me. So there you go.
You're only
They're the-
nice when you're
They're
pissed.
the reason why I drink.
We also have Nessa
Welcome.
as well. Hello, Nessa. Sorry, there was a penguin behind me
Hello.
that distracted me for a second. How are you doing today? Are you drinking with everyone else, or are you like me and remaining sober for this?
I am remaining sober. I still have things to do tonight.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is there... Yeah. Should we talk about the work thing or not? Or are we allowed to talk about that?
Oh, we can talk about the work thing as long as we don't mention the name of the company I'm supposed to be with
McDonald's?
and the agency name. No.
Sure.
They would probably pay better at this point.
Yeah. I definitely want to dive into that because I did see a post from you and you didn't seem...
I never comment on social media about things like that
It-
unless I am really
It
pissed
really
off.
Oh, you
stood
were
out as
pissed.
being like, oh, shit. Things have gone wrong here. Nessa be
Oh, yeah.
angry right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was well angry. The certain agency called me up last Monday, being Bank Holiday Monday, and they asked could I do all week with this company,
Yeah.
Tuesday to Friday. I said I can't. I'm booked elsewhere, but I've only got Friday free. So they got back to me about 20 minutes later and confirmed it with a text message. I've still got it. Yeah, we need you Friday.
Yeah.
So they sent me a start time and everything. So I turned up on Friday to this company, and the company said, "You're not booked with us tonight." And I asked them to double check, and they said, "All our drivers are in. We don't have any agency in this week."
That's
So I literally had to
absolutely
leave.
ridiculous.
What?
And when I contacted the agency, I couldn't get hold of them because the guy who sorts out my shifts is on annual leave. So someone else who has his phone when he's on holiday got back to me about half an hour later and said, "Well, we don't know what's happened here, but you're definitely down to work at this company.
Yeah.
We'll look into it and get back to you on Monday."
Yeah.
So I've told them I want some financial
Well,
compensation.
yeah.
Well, just to read out some comments here. First one is from Gavin. He says, "David, we appreciate your alcoholism." The second one, which is more relevant to what we're talking about now, Neil says that agency should pay you with less than 24 hours notice, which is right. Realistically,
24 hours notice
well,
of cancellation or 24 hours notice of you have
well,
a job?
I mean,
No,
realistically,
cancellation. If they're
you
gonna
should get
cancel
paid
you-
for travelling.
Yeah.
Minimum,
Hmm.
if not the whole night. You should get paid something for that. That's ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous.
Well, a lot of people have commented on my post saying that if they get a shift cancelled, they get about 4 hours pay. Others have said they get 8 hours pay.
Yeah, you must have
Um,
some sort of
but I
contract
actually-
or something with them
Yeah.
that will explain what you would be getting, because you must be entitled to something.
Yeah, Neil
They
in the
can't just
comments
cancel
has
you
just
like that.
said he gets their place. Neil's on agency and he gets paid 8 hours if something like that happens.
I quite often get a message a few hours before to say a shift was cancelled, and I'm fine with that. I literally left the house once on the way to another company and had a message while I was on the way.
Wow. Yeah, that's fuel.
That company did send me £25 to cover my expenses, which more than covered it.
Yeah, that's fair. There should be some financial compensation for it.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the
Yeah.
other
This
thing.
other
You've
one-
planned to go there as well. You could have, in the meantime, got somewhere else instead for the night or anything.
Well, yeah, I could have gone to another company because I'd had a message off them every day saying, if Friday becomes free, let us know, we're desperate.
yeah.
Double
By
pay.
the time I'd turned up for work, it was too late by then. They'd given the shift to another driver.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not
So-
unfair. That's not fair.
Have you?
Should we?
Are you in
It's
the?
good
Are you
and-
in the market for looking for a permanent job, or is it you just? Are you all right with this?
Yes,
Okay.
I am looking for permanent work, but because I'm sort of working at the minute, I'm being picky and choosy about where I go.
Mm-hmm.
But if the
is fair
situation
enough.
was to become dire and I had no income for weeks and weeks, I would just take anything just to get an income.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you can get agency work in, then there's no point jumping onto something that's not going to be right for you, is there?
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
I'm biding my time for the right
Yeah.
job to come
Come
up.
back to Skips.
Where do you work?
What?
Gab just said, come work with me, Nessa. We're looking for drivers. Where is that?
That's not far away from
Actually, yeah,
me,
Gav's in Wales, is it not?
Wait,
Oh, Devon.
is someone about to get
That's
a
the
job on the
problem for me, it's
podcast
harder to
live?
find
Is that what's
jobs.
about to happen?
Do we get a commission?
Getting
Do we
you a
get a
job.
commission
yeah.
for orchestrating it?
But-
Could do.
Oh,
Could
Devon.
do.
See, I'm trying to get Nessa down this way. We can keep trying.
I think
God,
so.
yeah. Devon's way
Now,
too far for me because I'm in South Wales.
For
aren't I?
the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of new listeners that we have today, the people that we're referring to are our Patreons. Okay?
Yes.
So I
should
want
say
to,
that.
before we forget completely, and I would like to mention who they are and give them a thanks. So-
David,
Yes, sir.
kudos on the segue there. That was some solid hosting, mate.
Have
That
you been
was like-
drinking, David? I'm so
Yeah.
impressed.
Fucking on it, mate. Hey,
Ruined it by just saying that, though.
you know what? I'll just go. You guys got this. Fucking A.
All right. An extra special thank you to our mega supporters. All right. We have Chris Ragg, Ginger Mother Trucker, Joe Radwell, and hold on. There's another guy too. What did he want to be? He wanted to be referred to as something else. Oh, it's it's too far away. I think it was
Oh, no.
Sir Timo is what he wanted to be referred to
I don't
as.
think it is.
Okay. All right. We also have Arthur Job, Daniel Smee, Gavin Williams, Justin Reilly, Mihal, Neil Rees, Stephen Patterson, Trucker Marty, Work, Love, Play, also known as Jojo, Charlie Conahan, and Colin Finley. Anyway,
That's
thank
a
you
nice
very
little
much, guys.
list coming on now. Thanks,
know,
guys.
right?
That's lovely.
Start breaking even.
Very
So.
nice.
Anyway, cool. That's it. Okay, is there anything else there? If you want to go to salmonslap.com, you can get some merchandise. And instead of me and Nessa, who will make our own. So,
Well, yeah. I might as well jump on the bandwagon. I'll go and make some more.
yeah.
Next trucking Devon trucker thing next year. Oh my god, my drink has already hit. Come on. Continue on.
Try again.
I don't know where I was
Nailed
going
it.
with it. Just crack on. I nailed that one.
Yeah,
What
I
else?
think
So,
you've had hose points taken off you. David can have your hose points tonight, I think, yeah.
That's fine.
What else? All right. That's it, really, isn't it? For it comes to
T-shirts.
Is there any-
We need to talk about T-shirts. And
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
what
like salmon
t-shirt?
slap.
Oh, did we
Yeah,
need
I said
that?
so.
All right. Okay, I was not listening.
I
I was concentrating on something else for a second. Oh,
Oh my god.
How
David,
about
you can have my
concentrate?
points as well, mate.
All right. Let's start the show properly.
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do this.
What are we going to
Yes.
talk about?
Well,
I have a topic.
Tom. Yeah, go on, Tom.
Things went real wrong this week.
Don't they every
Holy
week?
shit!
I feel
things
like
went
that is
wrong.
the case with Tom.
Yeah,
I really
that
do.
is a reoccurrence, definitely.
Like why
so my
you are
planner-
not a YouTuber who posts videos every single week? I don't understand.
Shh, let's not, David. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's just. I'm on it. The cameras are
Slowly.
charged. The cameras are charged. Everything's ready to go. I just need to do it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on
Anyways,
then.
let's not talk about me. Let's talk about someone else fucking up. That's what I want to talk about. So my planner. So I will just kind of start off with this. I can see the mistakes that were made, and it's one of them things where it's a high pressure situation, and you make decisions as things are going along. But basically, I want to talk about like actively trying to fix a situation when things are going catastrophically wrong, and not taking a step back and looking at the full thing, which is, let's be honest, it's something we are all susceptible to. But with this particular situation, I had 3 jobs for the night, like for the full day. Got them the night before, happy with it, and early evening, the first job got cancelled. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not end of the world. We can work around it.
Yeah.
I got to the second site, which became my first job, and they were like, "Yeah, this job's not available yet. This job's for next week." So there's been a screw up.
No. Yeah.
So we're now sat in Mansfield, and we have
Is that
done.
a place in England?
It's a place in England.
Possibly.
It's about 2.5 hours away from the yard, and so far, and it's 8:30 in the morning. We have done no work at
Oh
all.
no. Yeah.
So,
Christ, that's halfway through the day for you.
oh yeah, it's bad. So my planner is trying to work something out, but he says just go and do your last job, bring it back, basically write the day off, and then as we're traveling down, he realizes there's this other job that we can go down and do, and then come back, which some other guys are already on.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, pick up this work here and do this. But he didn't actually, he kind of knew the general areas, but because the other guys run night outs and stuff like that, he thought we could go and pick it up, and he thought it was all fine. But he didn't check to make sure we could do it. We picked up the load and we started heading south. And because of the app that we use, you click on it and click navigate. And I just saw I was going down the M1. So I was like, all right, I'll set off down the M1. I need a break in an hour and a half. I'll kind of check exactly where it is, and I'll kind of get myself routed. But for now, I'll just drive and set off. And then I had a phone call from one of the other drivers. And he's like, what work you got, mate? And I explained. He says, there's no fucking chance you're getting that off. I said, what do you mean? He said, have you seen where this is? And so I pinch and zoom out, and I see it, and it's inside the M25. It's next to London.
God.
Oh no.
And I was like,
Right.
oh shit. So I've got my missus out with us because we were supposed to be going to a football club and taking pictures. So she comes out with me and she takes pictures of the truck. So there's me and her. I've got no bedding, nothing like that. We're not kitted out for night outs. And so I call the planner up and I say to him, have you checked to see if we can actually do this? And then
Oh,
I
have we
can-
lost
I
Tom?
can-
The suspense is real.
oh no, well, that's not
I'm on
good.
the edge of my seat here. I want to know what happened.
Am I back?
You're back.
Oh,
yeah,
you're back.
Okay.
that's-
Oh, there you
you
go.
left
That's
us
lovely, isn't it?
suspense, yeah.
So you called the planner
Right.
up. That's what we last
Okay,
heard.
so I called the planner up, and I can hear some tapping in the background, and then there's a dramatic pause, and I'm like,
Example, yeah.
yeah, this is not good. And I said, Danny, give me some good news, lad. And he goes, I'm working it out. I don't think I'll be able to do it. And so I said to him, listen, I'm a tipper driver. How much time we're talking? I said, I have ways and means of making up some time should it require. And so I said, I'll give it a crack. We'll just continue on as is, but basically, I think you've put me into a bit of a bad situation here.
Yeah.
So I'm gunning it. I'm going hell for leather on this job. I'm trying to get rounds, and
How have you
I
never
get-
gotten a speeding ticket?
I
Sorry.
didn't say I was speeding for legal reasons. I
Sorry.
was not speeding.
Okay,
Okay.
I was
You're just
doing
rushing
tipper
at
speeds,
good
I think, I
speeds.
find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
which is
well,
faster than
I
speeding.
was
somehow.
rushing, but within the legal limitations. That's the thing you'll find. Anyways, I'm about to get into the last site, and I do a calculation, and I am coming between 30 and 40 minutes short of getting back home. I am way
How
short.
much speeding did you do at that point?
He never turned.
there's-
Just kept
there's
driving
no
through
chance.
walls.
The thing
Just like
is,
in
it's-
Farming Simulator, you just keep going straight.
Straight line it.
It says except for access for a reason, folks. Anyways. Not legal advice. So I called him up, and we're just like, we're trying to work out what the hell we can do at this situation here, because I can't.
Is this going into your 10th hour? Is this just...
So this is at 10 hours, 40 minutes is what I'm working this out at.
Right.
So I have properly gunned this.
Yeah.
And I've said to him, mate, not only am I going to be going over my driving time, because the last break I had, I'm not just going to be going over my daily driving time, I'm going to be going over my driving time and my working time.
Oh,
So
no. Yeah.
everything. I am going to be going over everything to try and get this done. And so he said, just keep driving, we'll figure it out. And so I keep driving, and I get a phone call saying, right, stop where you can, stop as close as you can to home. We'll book you a taxi, we'll take you home, and then get you a taxi back in the morning. And I said, Danny, mate, I'm going to be coming back at 3:00 in the morning. Have you seen how much fucking taxis cost at the moment? Get us a hotel somewhere. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll go and do it. So anyways, we got a hotel room, a travel lodge. We
Yeah, that
turned
would have
up.
been cheaper and proper nicer. Yeah.
It was. I turned up at the place, and I was just exhausted. But what's happened there is, because he's in a stressful situation, he's made a decision, and he's been like, oh, there's this one here, but because he's not doing this, he can do this, and that'll be fine. But he's not double checked it. And it's one of these things where, and it's not just this, it's us drivers that do the exact same thing. I'm sure you guys can think of some times where you've been like, oh, I can do this to fix this situation. And suddenly, oh shit, I've just made this worse. I don't know. It's one of them things where you do have to sometimes mid fuck up go, well, now, hey up here a second.
What am I going to do about this?
Could this go worse for me? Is this possible to go even worse? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can think of any other examples off the top of your heads, but yeah, it was bad that day. But I will say they sorted me out. They got it all fixed. No infringements.
But you had to wear the same clothes
Yeah,
as the day before? Huh?
They could have gone to Tesco. They're open 24 hours a 7.
Not Crew fucking services, they're not.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not. And if I buy them from the Shell garage, Christ Almighty, they'll cost me.
And
like
the missus was with you,
50 quid. Yeah.
It was a romantic getaway. It was lovely.
It was not a romantic getaway. It was
Surprise.
two sweaty people trying to sleep in a travel lodge bed.
Surprise, romantic
With
night
AC
out.
though, yeah. I always thought it was a
It's a mini
treat.
adventure.
Every time I had to stay in a hotel when I was out on the road, I was like, oh, awesome. I don't know. I never got to stay in hotels, especially by myself.
It was a lot. It was kind of fun. I will say
it happens. It happens a little more often than I thought it would happen in the trucking industry. Staying at a hotel.
Really?
How far away from the hotel did you have to park?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
How far should I have parked, or how far did I park?
Well, just ditch it in their car park.
Very different. Well, so there's no parking allowed at that little Crew services, but I just parked there anyways. Because
are you staying at the hotel? Yeah.
Yeah, tipper. I don't know. I did think about parking in a hotel car park. I have actually done that once before.
Yeah,
Just like literally just right in the middle of the car.
Just take up like
There
10
we are.
spaces.
Used to
You
that.
quite
walk
a few,
in and
yeah.
you got to sign in your reg on the, the little keypad. You sign in your reg. Yep, that's me.
Well, they didn't have one actually, didn't I? Because I did actually
they
ask about
not?
that.
Oh.
No, I kind of ashamed really. But
That would be great
like
fun.
T treble 5 in there. It's it is a lot of fun. Why do you sleep in hotels out there, David?
Okay, when you first get a job, they put you in a hotel because usually the terminal that your or your orientation or whatever, right, is nowhere near where you live. It could be the other side of the country. But they always
Yeah.
put you up in a hotel. When you break down, they don't want you to because your truck is already in the shop, and you're still nowhere near home. Again, you got to remember now, America's huge. All right.
Yeah.
So you'll stay in a hotel there. They can't be a lot of time. You can't be in the cab when you're getting your truck work done. What else? I don't know. There's a few. Usually it's it's because of breakdown mainly. You break down a lot. When you're driving 500-600 miles a day. So
I guess when you're pushing the miles like that, you do, yeah.
and a lot of the time too. I hated new trucks. When I get a brand new truck where I'm putting the first few miles on it, I was like, ugh. It's like now I'm the guy who has to figure out what's wrong with it. All right, I'm the guy who, you know what I mean? It's just and it was always the case. So eventually, I don't want a new one. Stop giving me a new truck. I don't want one. I just I've already fixed. I figured out all the kinks in this truck, and I just want to. And I like this. I'm comfortable. I don't have to move because there's nothing worse than moving from truck to truck because that's like moving apartments. The amount of stuff that you have, and then you got to clean it and everything, and it was just like
Well, that is the thing. Like, even if it's an older one, you get used to it, don't you? And there's little quirks and everything. Like when I get rid of my rental, I'm going to be gutted. To be fair, I love it now. I'm so used to it. Yeah, well, other than the aircon, I thought that worked, doesn't work. No, it doesn't.
Right, okay.
Unless it feels
We're
randomly.
We're still on with the aircon saga, are we?
Yeah, we still have an instance of that thing.
We've got Daniel in the comments, by the way, saying that he's actually alone in a hotel room tonight. The joys of being a coach driver. We should get a coach driver on and actually to ask them questions. That'd be actually really
we've got
interesting.
one in the chat. We'll ask him to come on.
The only thing that I know about, the only story I've heard about a coach driver, or maybe the bus driver, I can't remember if it's coach or bus, but it's quietly asked all the passengers, so they couldn't hear, but he quietly asked them, "Go, you're all dickheads, aren't you?" And then he'd tap the brakes to make everyone's heads go forwards to make it which I think is just fucking amazing. That's such a great idea.
That is. Hey, there is an update I want to bring to everyone's attention. All right, Mihal is now a mega supporter. All right, he just updated. He just updated his status. So thank you very much, Mihal. It is much
mega supporter.
Yeah,
I do think.
Sorry.
Should we rename them? I think we should have we should.
That was just the
rename
default. That was literally the default setting.
I know it was, but I think but we should have it for instance, top tier should be tipper, and then
I don't think so. No.
Okay, well,
No.
we'll shop some
No,
ideas.
because
We'll
I
shop
know
some
what you're
ideas.
going to
See
go
what
with.
we like.
The bottom is going to be skip rat, isn't it, or something? So that they'll go. Oh, they're not going to want to be a skip rat. They'll go for a tipper wanker or whatever. Or
Exactly.
yeah,
Everyone's.
Timo there, Sir Timo. The top tier should be the bin chicken. No.
Daniel's just put a comment up, which is really weird. The coach driver, he said, we like to moan about you guys using our bays.
Yeah,
Wait,
meaning you, Tom.
Coach drivers have their own bays at services.
Believe it or not, yeah. Not
When
special
you drive a tipper
tippers.
truck, it looks like it actually says tipper drivers here. Doesn't
I've
look
seen-
like it says coaches.
They rearranged the letters to make them
Yes.
read what you want to be.
I'd seen some, but I thought it was French. It says coach. I was like,
Tom.
le coach.
do you do what I do, where I'll go to I went to a shop once, and I told Daryl I was going to.
Wait,
Aldi.
did you? Wait, hang up. You went to a shop once. Holy
Believe it or not,
fuck.
I went shopping
Stop the
once.
podcast. Sorry.
All right, well, I've been for a few times. All right, a few times. I told him I was
This
going to
one's my
Aldi,
Bandcamp.
right? And I went all the way to Aldi, went shopping, bought loads of products, came out and got back home, put it all away, and it goes, yeah, I've been to Aldi. Anyway, we're unpacking it, and he goes, "You've been to Lidl, haven't you?" I was like, "No, I've been to Aldi. Everything says Lidl on it. The bags say Lidl. Everything is Lidl." And I'm just like, "No, it was Aldi. Don't be so
It's
stupid."
basically the same, though, isn't it?
It is. All right, well, how about when I go to Daryl's sister was meant to pick up, drop Logan off to me. So I said, I'll meet you at the local Londis, the one down at the bottom of the road. Yeah, I think I know which one you mean. And she turns up and I'm stood outside the shop going, yeah, it's Londis, which is all green, big writing.
Yeah.
No, it's the fucking Spa.
Right,
I'm stood there,
right,
and there is Spa written above my head.
Let me just.
Is that
let
where
me
you
just
go
justify
wrong?
this. No, let me just justify this for a second, because there are some places, and I'm hoping, because I am trying to justify this and help you out here. I'm hoping this is what, like, say in my hometown, Milthorpe, it's now. Well, I can't remember what it's called now, but basically,
Where they change what it is.
But
Yeah.
everyone calls it Four Boys. No, it hasn't been Four Boys in nearly 30 years. Yeah.
Four Boys.
I tell you what, I saw this week.
What are you whispering?
Yeah, why are
Because
you
I
getting
saw a church bus drive past me, and on the back of it, it said,
How is this relatable?
I don't know.
No,
It's
this
just
is Tom for you. This is his
No,
show,
it
so he
was-
gets to
And
do,
you
he
took
gets
the
to do
piss out of
whatever
me going in a
tangent he
fucking
wants
shop.
to do.
because it was Four Boys, and I thought about, like, I don't know. I thought you were kind of mentioning the fact it was.
Okay,
but anyways,
come on.
this is a true trend. On the back of it, it was like something church, harder, deeper, wider, or something like that. It said on the back of
What?
it, and I looked this up.
What the
I
hell?
googled this shit, and I found the thing, and it's on their logo, massive fucking letters, very crazy.
What?
Yeah. Don't know.
Wow.
That's sorry. That was a proper tangent. Should
That
we
was,
move on?
Proper one. No, I understand. There's a pub that I grew up in Ireland that it was called the Glashlan, but it has like 3 or 4 different owners since then, and the names has changed and everything. But we all call it the same name. Most people in the town actually still call it the Glashlan. No, it's just even though it doesn't matter if the name's changed. It's just, I know, it's kind of fun just to keep the old name, regardless of whatever name is on top of the pub.
Yeah, it's good and well until you're trying to direct a driver to the right job and you tell him to go
that doesn't work.
You say, yeah, turn down towards DHL and then it's in on the left. So they drive all the way to DHL and it turns out I was meant to be directing to DPD.
Just very quickly, I did find that church thing. I've pulled it back up again. And it says, and I can forward this to you guys, it says, growing disciples, wider, younger, deeper.
Deeper.
Surely.
They even use those words.
Deeper.
Surely. I will send this to you, right? I'll post in the thing, right? I swear to God.
Do you think it's one of those people that are gone, should we see if they realise? If we put this, should we see if anyone realises? So they go, oh, this is really in depth, really thought out here. Let's put this on everything.
I don't know. I do not understand how. I don't get it. Can I copy image address? And send
Wow.
this to you guys in the chat.
No, is that a new T-shirt right there?
There you go. Put the link up in the chat. I cannot. How did someone approve this? How did someone sit there and go, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds like something. We should definitely send children to that.
Growing disciples wider, younger, deeper. Wow.
It was one of them
does
things. I
this
saw
go
it
back from last week when we were talking about our paedophiles at the end of the day? Is that the same?
I honestly, the only thing I can think is this is literally just a bus full of children going to a paedophile farm. I don't know. That's the thing. The thing apparently.
Wow.
You know what? The guy in the front seat did have a wobble board. Right. Anyways, should we move on to? It was a Rolf Harris shot. Because sorry, Timo in chat said that was it Rolf Harris. Probably should have explained that. Right. Before we get completely demonetized on everything, shall we, for fuck's sake, move on to our first section? Our first kind of new. What do we call this?
Well, which one are we doing?
Yeah, which one are you talking about? First of all,
Are we going to do the Chloe Judge one? Should we do that one next?
Yeah, let's do it.
We-
Let's
we-
start it
we-
off. Let's see what happens.
Just one.
Right. We'll see what happens.
I get a clue.
We are selling this.
This could be amazing, or it could be.
It could be
bollocks.
amazing or shit, right? David,
let's have
do you
fun.
want to be the prosecution or
No,
the
no, no,
defense?
no, 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 no.
Oh, wait.
You don't
Chloe's
know
in
anything.
charge right now. Tom.
No.
Chloe's in charge.
I've
Let's
already-
see what she has to say.
I've already
Okay,
come up
you've
with this
decided
one.
this.
I've
Okay,
decided
okay,
this
fair,
already.
fair,
Normally,
fair,
I'm
fair.
gonna toss a coin, but on this occasion, Tom, I want you to defend, and David, I want you to prosecute because
Right, so
David's already
so
a little
to
bit
explain-
sexist, so I think you'll enjoy this, David.
Excuse
to explain the
me?
premise of this.
How dare you
We
talk to
have
a man
two
like that?
Jesus Christ. We have two stories here.
We have.
From two different they're actually Patreons that have sent these through, but you don't need to be a patron to send this through. They're two stories
Anyone
of
can
people
send
who
it. They've just jumped on it. Yeah.
exactly. They think
Okay.
they might be arseholes.
But if you'd like to be a Patreon, we will not stop
God,
you.
no,
you,
we
you
will
can
not,
still
no.
send it. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
Please and thank you. We have two
So
stories.
this, yes. So the first one is from Ginger Mother Chocker.
Yep, we're
Okay.
going to listen to this, and then
Okay.
I'm going to defend the situation and basically say why she is not the arsehole. David is going to prosecute, yeah? And so he's going to say why she is the arsehole. Chloe will decide
pressure.
at the end of this of who is the arsehole, basically.
It not
Does that
just
make
who
sense?
it is the arsehole. If you guys put up a good show,
Are you already
I'll,
biased, by
I
the
might
way?
just vote for. No. If you you pick up a good show, I might pick one of you because of that. All right,
You're
might get
already
extra bonus
leaning
points.
towards One Direction. but I don't know.
Also, I put you on the that side because you're already sexist, so I thought you'd be good at it. Also in the chat, obviously you guys are what's the people that watch in the audience?
The
That's
jury.
the word. Well done. Coming from the
Says the
judge, here,
judge.
I have no idea the words. So
All right.
it's about 2 minutes long. So David, you might want to cut this back. But the ending, I didn't want her to redo it because the ending, I think it would make a brilliant t-shirt. So let's go.
Which you can get at samslap.com.
Yes,
Actually
we will put
done.
it on there.
Hey,
well done.
David is on point this evening. Holy shit.
been
Drink more
drinking.
alcohol.
Yeah, drink more, David.
Actually,
for
if
fuck's sake.
I do believe my wife is listening right now. If she could swing by with another beer, because I'm actually out, that would be
please,
much appreciated.
please make this a thing. Right. Go and get him a beer, woman. Get him.
She might be busy feeding the baby.
Bless
Maybe.
her. Right, are we ready for this?
I delivered on site and had to come round the other side to collect trays from a supermarket. As I've come round, I see three old gentlemen. I say old because they are mature gentlemen, all standing in orange, high visors. So automatically presume, because they've got walkie-talkies as well, they're shunters. So I pulled over because all the parking spaces in front are for rigids only. And I said, is it alright if I park in that bay? I'm collecting trays. All of the bays are full apart from one, bay 88. The guy comes over and he was like, so after I've said that, he said, well, yes, if you're told you can. Okay. Well, my point of view is I'm asking you that question, but didn't bite. I didn't snap. And he was like, he radioed and then he was like, yeah, bay 88. Okay, cool. So the bay I said, still keeping my calm. So I went to move off and he was like, you'll have to. Now I can't remember the phrase he used. It began with a C or a K. I've never heard it before. He was like, do you know when you back on, you need to do whatever this word was? And I was like, sorry? He's like, yeah, no, you need to do the whatever it was when you go back on the bay. I was like, sorry, what do you mean? I've never heard that term before. I'll just come and show you. No. Now, I didn't snap, but I got abrupt. And I said, no, I'm not a new driver. You know, I've been driving 1 to 2 years. It's newish. But, you know, he's treating me like I'm a complete idiot. I said, look, just explain what it is. Well, you have to take your airline off. And I was like, oh, you mean a Susie lock? To me, he's being pedantic. He's already got the arse for some reason. But now he's just being difficult for the sake of it. So he carries on chundering away and you can tell from his tone he's annoyed. But by this point, do you class me as being an arsehole I then turned round and said, "Look, I'm not a new driver, I'm just a female one." Slammed my door shut and drove off. I'm now sat on the bay.
Oh, David.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you get
David. Mate, I have got this shit. I have got this shit, son. I will allow you to go first on this one here because I am going to fucking steamroll you on this.
All right. Well,
wait, no,
just to
wait, no. Oh, am I defend? Wait, yeah.
I want to just clarify everything.
Yes.
I am
Yeah.
playing a character. This is not my belief.
Okay.
I
all right.
am told that I need to be.
This is going to get
the
brutal. Okay.
prosecution.
I'm up for it already. Yeah.
Okay. Nothing
Okay.
what I'm going to say is how I believe or what I believe.
I
This is-
already
okay?
love this segment.
This is already why I wanted him to do this because perfect. That is perfect for David. Straight up.
No, I can't do it. No, seriously, I'm going to get.
Just do it. Just do it.
I
It's
don't
all
believe
for the
any of what I'm
comedy,
going to
just do
say.
it.
That's the thing, I don't believe anything of what I'm going to say. What I can say, because I'm already on her side, is the thing. All right.
This is
fucking
why
do
it's good.
All right. Now, because this story was, it is hearsay. All right. We are getting her side of the story. We
Yep,
did not
yep,
get
okay.
those other gentlemen who are probably very nice and everything. Right. They may be elderly and wearing high bits, whatever. Okay. Sorry. Just kind of proving that I was actually paying attention. They probably have many times experienced people coming in, and those times when things went wrong may happen to have been women. All right, in their experience. Okay, now they may have used something. They may have used these terms all the time. She says she's not a new driver. And,
I think the word was Constantina she was going for. If that helps. So,
okay. I
Constantina
personally, I've never
movie.
heard those words, but oh fuck! I'm trying to fucking
Come
argue
on, David.
this thing. You know,
You've got to be brutal so I can believe it, and then I might give you the point.
Okay. Seriously, fuck you, Chloe, for putting this on me. I would
alright, we'll
be
try-
really curious to find out how
We'll
Tom
turn
would have
shoulders
actually.
next time. Don't worry.
Okay, all right, okay. A lot of men may think that women are less of a truck driver than men. Okay, so they're probably just like, all right, you know what? It's just easier if I do it myself instead of asking you and watching you struggle. And they just wanted to be nice. They were just trying to be nice people and like and help the pretty lady, because that's what you do with pretty ladies. You help them. They weren't trying to be assholes or anything. They just like it's just easier if I do it myself. Again, just for clarifying, right? Now, Domino may have been in a bad mood, and when she was telling the story, so she may have elaborated. We don't know. We haven't heard the side of the guys yet. You know, so again, we have to take that into consideration. All right. They probably went like, hey, hey, you know, all the information and all that kind of stuff, isn't like, hey, let us help you. I'm like, if you don't mind, can I get your number too? She may have let that out. You know what I mean? We don't know. It is hearsay after all. Okay. So I just believe that the guys were trying to be nice. All right. And giving her, because she said how many years driver. Well, to them, that's probably not a very long time driving.
Okay.
All right. So there just might be all they're trying to do is be nice, and she took it. She immediately went on the defense and decided to be a bitch. All right. So there we go.
He
So,
says with air quotation marks. Very well done.
Well done, David.
Well done, mate. Fucking well done. That's
That was amazeballs.
credit where it's due. That was good.
That was
Right.
very well
Tried
done.
so hard not to be an arsehole.
However, I love you, mate.
Come on then.
Are you
Come on.
prepared to be destroyed?
yeah, absolutely. I'm already
So the
prepared,
first thing I'm just going to ask very quickly,
Okay.
I'd like members of the jury, members
Jury,
of the jury. I am nailing this so far. As in our Patreons who are currently in chat, I would just like everyone to just either say yes or no. Have you ever heard of a Constantina move? Was that the word?
It was Constantina. I think she discovered after it was
Constantina,
that sort of,
right?
I think
right.
they were meaning like she needs to shunt around or shunt, but by taking out the airlines, from what I gather. It's like, did your wife just bring you a beer?
Wait.
I mean,
Oh, my
well
word.
timed. You deserved that.
Has anyone in the chat ever heard of this? Because all
No.
I'm getting now is we're just getting nose coming up.
No.
I've never heard of it.
I don't even know what you've still explained. So what is it she has to do?
So what I'm
Like-
gathering is she just had to do a dodgy shunt on it, and I think she had to take the airlines out first. So it was basically a shunt, from what
Why
I
does she have to
gather.
take the airlines out?
What's the
I'm
procedure?
not entirely sure. But I think
Right.
yeah.
The
You
reality
gotta
is
go with what you
that
got. That's
the
all the
simple
information I
reality
had.
is she's in charge of that vehicle. That
Uh-huh.
let's just put aside the fact that they've built a bay that requires you to take your airlines out. I have never gone into a bay or anything like that where I've had to pull fucking airlines. That's crazy to me. The fact is, that is such an unusual move. I don't think I'd be stunned if any drivers have ever heard of that, let alone. So it doesn't matter who's fucking coming in there. They should know that this is a very, very atypical maneuver. They cannot be that stupid and that arrogant to think that people are going to come in here and know what this is when all of the drivers that are in this fucking chat, whether they're men or women, have never heard of the word cons. I can't even pronounce the fucking word still. That's how weird it is. Like, no, these guys are fucking assholes. They sat around. They basically thought, you know what? Let's be a dick today. That's what they thought. So there you are. There's my argument. Fuck you guys.
You can
Sorry,
move a trailer. You can move a trailer without airlines, correct?
You
I
can
don't think
shunt.
you can.
Yeah.
You can shunt
You
it.
can
Yeah.
shunt
Meaning-
it, yeah.
Technically,
Right, just
sorry,
very
shunting
quickly.
meaning as in like you can move it.
You're just moving it from one space to the other. You're not
Yeah,
going out
obviously,
of the
you're
yard,
not-
anything
yeah,
like that.
yeah, but technically you could take a trailer and you can drive it out. I'm talking about technically,
There's a
not legally.
shunt button.
Technically, yeah. There's a shunt. Oh my god!
What
I'm
the
gonna
fuck
help in
is
your
a
cause
shunt
there,
button?
Tom.
Are you serious, Tom? Even I know that.
Tom, are
What's
you
a
serious?
shunt button?
Are you serious?
It's next to
I
the
don't know. This
parking
is a bit.
brake.
I don't think he knows.
I don't think it is. There's one button next to the brake.
Inside
There's
the
one
cab.
button next to the
Buttons.
brake, and there's some of them have an airlock for the back doors.
Most trailers have the shunt button right next to the trailer
Yeah.
parking brake.
It's like a standard thing,
No.
Is it?
isn't it? Normally
never
like
heard of
black
it.
or
Wow.
something.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
black.
it's
Where
black.
the parking brake is
Yeah.
red and the
Racist.
shunt button is black.
But wait, what?
I have
Tom's
been
gonna
on
be using it a lot
Google
now.
How does that
and I
work?
cannot find
That
anything to
doesn't
do with
have
this
mine.
constant
Doesn't
Wait,
have
no,
that.
wait,
I've
no.
not had. I'm
How
trying
does
to
that
think of the
work?
last. What?
Okay,
In what
sorry.
way?
Okay, you back up to a trailer, click,
Uh huh.
all right,
Yeah.
and then you push in
Yeah.
a button, and now you can move.
So you're pushing a button, which basically means that you can just maneuver it around, but nothing will work on it, from what I gather. So, like, if you've got one of those big mushunter, what the fuck's a mushunter? If you've got one of those shunter
It's a
vehicles,
McDonald's product.
you
Right.
can literally reverse up, hitch onto it, pick it up, like they put the
Yeah.
suspension up, don't they? Press the button, and then they can maneuver it around without putting airlines.
But what
and
is
things in.
connected? There's no air. There's no electrical.
There's nothing. No,
But
nothing.
that button doesn't tell the trailer to do anything
It just basically gives it free roll
It just releases
Yeah.
the brakes.
on your
Yeah.
truck.
on the trailer.
trailer.
But it's
You've
not
still got the
touching
brakes on your
not the
truck.
There's nothing talking to the trailer from the cab.
No. So,
So
everything gets
No.
knocked off your trailer. So everything is done from your truck. Your trailer, if it's empty, obviously it just stops when you stop. Provided
David, by
you're
the way,
not-
I'm here
driving
with
down the
you.
road.
This has broken me as well.
you're meant to be
Things are
deciding
just
if she's an
so-
arsehole or
things are
not.
just-
Not discussing a shunter
Are you?
dream.
I'm the prosecution, aren't I? Was that a prosecution? And you're the.
Yeah, you're on
You
the
are
attack.
prosecuting, yeah.
I'm defending.
Yeah, you're on the
Okay,
attack.
so what is your defense?
We have both got very sidetracked with this button
Sorry.
that's on the fucking trailer, but not my trailer. It's on other trailers apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Right.
is it on
So-
like it's on curtains and stuff. I wasn't on them for long enough. I don't.
So
think.
what's everyone in the chat saying? Are we all saying guilty
Well,
or
is
not?
Tom
or
ready
not
yet? Okay,
arsehole
okay.
or not
All
arsehole?
Tom said that
think I am
isn't like
with
nobody's heard of
saying-
it.
But this is my point.
So you're saying it's awkward.
So,
There
no,
there
I'm
is
saying-
sites like that.
Right. I'm not saying anything to do with it being awkward. End of the day, the reality is that there can be very, very tight sites. I'm guessing she has to do a maneuver where because they've got the elbow, it could potentially break the
The
Susies.
Susies or something. Yeah,
Is that right?
possibly.
So,
I don't know.
that okay, fair enough. But that is such an atypical. That's not something that you ever get asked for on on site. I've never been asked for anything like this. Something on so you might get it in a farmyard or something, but
Yeah.
that's down for the driver to decide that to decide whether or not that's what they want to do with this. The reality is this is not something that's common, and these guys must know this. They cannot be that arrogant that they think that this is something that is a commonplace thing. I mean, if
that's their only job,
relatively...
it made us sound like so common. You know what I mean? Like if that's the only, like if they never actually worked out in the real world or whatever, and they only stayed in their own little bubble, that might have been the only. Like this is just a common word for them. You know what I mean?
But that's the same thing of like.
That's very true, David.
I've had it where I've been into like a superstore or something like that, and I've been like, I've asked like, how do I do this, and they're like, it's like this.
Do it for you.
How am I supposed to know that? I've never been here before. It's the first time I've been in this position. How am I supposed to know that? I think it's just people just being dicks. If I'm honest with you,
I'm afraid it was the comment at the end. I'm not a new driver. I'm just a woman. Was that what I loved? It was just brilliant.
I think I don't know. I mean, I think they're just being arses just for being arses' sake.
Okay.
And she's right. In a day, you don't need something. If you want something shown to you, you ask, can you show me can you show me this? If you ask a question of, can you explain this word to me? Then that's like, just explain the word. What does that mean? Explain what that means. Yeah.
Explain.
All right, Judge, what is your verdict?
Okay.
Sorry, jury. Actually, the jury has already given you. Actually, come to think of it, you being a judge, do you get to decide? Isn't it a jury who decides? Okay, well, right now you're the judge and jury.
If it's a split decision, Chloe should decide.
Well,
Or if
these
it's
two have to
close,
attack
yeah.
each other regardless.
Yeah.
Nessa, what are we thinking?
Is Dom the arsehole or not?
Are we asking the chat then?
I want
Right,
Nessa. What
chat.
do you think quickly?
Put
in the chat,
David or Tom, or we can actually do both. David or Tom for who you think has won this argument.
All right, David or Tom, who think? Yeah, genuinely, do you think? Oh my God, the alcohol's kicking in again. Who won the argument? Also, who is the arsehole?
Okay, I got one.
David won for entertainment.
I think
says
that's very
Neil.
true.
Everyone else says Tom.
Everyone else is going for Tom.
I
But
think,
David
yeah.
did an
Gavin
amazing
says
job.
Tom, but David did an amazing job.
Everyone appreciates the
play.
effort that you put.
I think credit where it's due.
That was some.
That was
a
top
hard
top
one to
work there.
defend.
Yeah, that was
It
going to be a
was.
hard one. So as it goes, I'm going to go with the majority, and obviously, Ginger Mother Choco, you are not the arsehole. The other guy is. However, David, well done.
Thank you
You
very
get
much.
a clap.
Thank you.
It's basically it's a runner-up prize. It's a participation award is what you've got. Do you want to do the other one as well? I quite liked this actually. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, okay. I can play it now. Are you ready for it? So,
Case number 2.
case number 2.
I like that. I like
Wait,
that.
can we
Very
stop for a
well
second?
done.
Can we stop for a second?
Yes, we may.
can.
It helps. Am I defending or am I? It just helps me to think
I was
about
just
it
about
once.
to start with that.
It's the opposite
I was
way
about
round
to
now.
start- Yeah, Tom
Okay.
is now the prosecution, and David, you are in favour. What was the wording? I don't know.
Wait,
Let's go with
Defense.
wait.
What?
We're swapping round.
Whatever
Yes.
whatever Timo
Yes.
says, he's the bad. You're thinking he's the bad guy. I'm thinking he's the good guy.
This is
Yeah.
unfair. Me and
This is
Timo are
happening.
good
Shut
friends.
up, Tom. Poor David
No.
had to do it with
Not
again.
today, you
Timo
know.
are actually good friends. And I
Right.
have to go after my mate. That's unfair.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
just harsh.
Exactly.
Well, it's
Wow.
like, that's your friendship now. You can
Timo,
do
this
this.
is
You
not
can do a
personal,
disclaimer.
mate.
All right,
Are you ready?
okay, let's do this.
So then, Judge Chloe, I had a radiator go on me a couple of weeks ago, the pinhole in it, which I expertly repaired with a bit of chewing gum and a bit of cardboard. I say repaired, I stopped it from spraying out so much. So my truck goes in, not going to mention the brand, you'll know it, for repair. It goes in on a Thursday afternoon, go and pick it up on a Friday, and it shows checks coolant level, all good, go off on my way. About half a mile up the road, my temperature creeps up, pull over, and it's pissing out the bottom. So I ring the office, let them know obviously, and crawl underneath, and then the bottom radiator rose up. it was nipped up at a push maybe. So I got my screwdriver set out, tightened it up, then wandered to this posh swanky hotel kind of gym place and filled 2 big bottles up in the toilets. Twice I had to do this. I put about 10 litres of water in it and then managed to cool it enough to limp it back to the garage, and then I had a bit of a pop at them because, you know, a bit incompetent in it, and basically, am I the arsehole?
Oh no.
Okay.
This is not going to go well for me.
So did we get that? That was quite
Yeah.
long-winded.
There was a few words I didn't understand. He popped it.
Okay.
What was it? What? Okay. Basically, what is the gist of what happened? I'm sorry.
Timo, what we might do is we might get you to just re-record that one there, just for like. But the general gist was, there's been a radiator issue. He has previously fixed it before it went
With
back
chewing
into
gum and cardboard. Yeah. Yeah.
into
Fair play.
whatever company, and he then picked it up, managed to get it half a mile down the road before whatever repairs blew out, pissed out water everywhere, and he then took it back in. I think filled it up, took it back in, and had a fucking right do with them. So
Okay.
I had a what? Right do?
Yeah, like
right,
kicked
do.
off at them.
Yeah, kicked off.
Okay.
At them.
Kicked off with them?
Because they hadn't tightened it up underneath effectively.
Okay. So, basically what happened when he first got it repaired, that
Basically, they repaired it, but they didn't tighten it up, so it just leaked out again, from what I
Okay.
gather.
all right.
Yeah?
And is that correct? Okay. They had tightened the bottom radiator hose up. They hadn't tightened. Okay, so they hadn't. So, and why would Timo be the asshole?
Right. This is what
Because
we're
he's having to
questioning.
go at them for not doing
Yeah.
their job properly in the first place.
Yeah, they should have. That's pretty simple, isn't it? You couldn't have been an asshole for that. Did you? What reason
no.
could you have
This
possibly
is
have
going to
been
go so badly for me.
an asshole
I know.
for complaining that the mechanics that you're paying a lot of money to fix a job, and these aren't cheap fucking mechanics either at the same time now, right? You know, they're probably union and everything, and like, and they're getting and they didn't do their job. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
as in like
basically.
no, so there's absolutely zero reason why Timo would be an asshole for complaining about a job not being done. So I rest my case.
Well done. Tom, are you going to
give me
do as well as
Give me a
David?
second. Just give me a second here.
Are you not prepared for
with
this?
Can I help?
Right,
David could
Can
help.
I help?
Timo, I love you, mate.
Can I help?
No,
Tom?
no. I've got
Oh,
this.
okay, okay.
I've got this.
Okay.
Might have
Go
this. Right.
Clear your throat.
Getting
Right.
ready.
So, anyways, what can we do? Right.
Don't pretend your internet doesn't work.
The microphone stopped work. Right.
Timo's just posted friendship over.
Okay, so here's my argument. The fact is, this truck has had a history of issues. This is a truck with a lot of issues with this radiator, and the fact is, it's only the mechanics only have a short amount of time to fix this truck, and stuff can get rattled out. The fact is, he's a bin driver. Bin drivers drive like dickheads, so chances are he's driven. Just
Says
bear
the
with me
tipper
here.
driver.
Just driven. Bear with me here, please. This is the only chance I've got, mate. The fact is, he's probably driven over some bloody speed bump somewhere. It's knocked the thing out. It's probably his driving that's the issue. And then he's gone back in and
Wow.
had the
Full on the
audacity.
attack.
Again, I have one chance here, guys. Please,
Come
give me a
on.
break.
We're loving it.
Right.
Bringing the energy. Keep
Probably-
going.
Right, he's probably driven over some fucking bump or a pothole too hard, because you know how bin drivers are. Gone back in, flew off the handle at the fucking mechanic. Please help me. Gone back in, flown off the handles of the mechanics who are just sat there trying to do their job while this dickhead of a bin driver has broken the truck. and then he's been angry. I don't know. This is the best I've got, guys.
He's doing well.
Hold on. I got one. I'm sorry. I have to
Ooh.
Okay, Timo is a mechanic. All right, when he should be inspecting his truck on a daily basis.
Oh,
right?
shit,
Ooh,
David.
David.
He needs to be looking out for this stuff. Obviously, now you won't be able to actually tell if the thing is by checking your hand. You won't be able to
Actually,
'cause
he
it
should have
needs
done
to
his
be with a
daily
torque wrench.
walk-around checks. David, you have helped me out so much here.
Yeah, sorry. It's just something that needed to be brought up. All right. So it is important for a driver to actually be able to inspect. As in, like, obviously he is a mechanic. Sorry, I was going to say, but to check to see if something was tightened. All right. But I did. Hold on. Okay. Update from Timo. He actually did check the coolant level before leaving the capable hands of the garage.
Well, if
enough.
he's checked the coolant levels, that means he's been around the radiator and he should have looked at it properly, which he hasn't done because he's like, "Oh, I'm a bin driver. I need to go and get a bin." And I don't know. I don't know.
Because that's exactly how they talk.
This somehow feels harder than David's one, and David had to attack on a woman for being a woman. I mean, this is.
David was very diplomatic. I was impressed with that one.
Thank you for the bailout, by the way, mate.
Wow. So I'm just going to go there. Tom has completely failed. I mean, partly.
No, I haven't. I have.
Conflict of interest, you failed, all right? You have
No, Judge. This needs to go to the jury. I want the jury to
I
decide.
know, I'm just telling you failed
thing.
already. I'm letting them decide, but I'm just telling you failed, all right? We're going on what David's gone with. David's done both, all right? He's done a good job.
Come on. Come
on then, everyone. What does everyone think?
Right, so put in the comments, Tom or David, who's won this. Let's see. It might be a surprise. We don't know. Fucking could be anything. It's probably not though.
Everyone's
cast your votes, members of the jury. Asshole or no asshole?
I need a proper hammer now. I want to get a hammer.
Oh my god, should we get
drink.
a hammer?
Yeah, I need. Yes. Oh, I've got a plastic cup. Who has a fucking plastic cup?
It still makes
You
noise.
apparently.
I'll just do that.
Right.
Get in the bin, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says ball and chain.
Yeah.
The wife.
I mean, again, she's got a conflict of interest there.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah,
There's a bit of favouritism there.
All right. Cool.
Okay. So, I'm afraid, Timo, you are not the arsehole.
Ooh, I thought it was going to go in a direction there for a second.
No, I think they should have tightened those nuts.
No, they should.
And
I
yeah,
honestly
they
would not have. My pre-trips are stupidly basic when it comes to that kind of stuff. I check to make sure in the morning.
You've done this the other way round.
Yeah, you probably should have. But I don't know. I check to see if there's a leak on the ground. Okay, boom, done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm only going
yeah. If there's a puddle, yeah.
If it's a newer truck and I don't have any problems with it, I'm not going to check the oil because I'm looking underneath. I look every day, multiple times a day. I will look to see if there's any oil leaking or whatever, right? Especially on the ground. And like when I fuel, which is every couple of days, that's when I'll check the oil. I know that's kind of. I don't know if that is. I don't know if I want to admit that to my company or not, or anything. But I've never. It's never failed me yet. All right, and but I do pre-trip, but the coolant level. I have a really good nose for coolant spraying out. You know what I mean? As in, like, I've always been able to, like, oh, boom, I know exactly what's wrong. Boom. As soon as I smell it, instantly I know that there's a coolant.
As soon as you smell it,
there's a certain. It gives up. It does. And
I mean, are you putting your fingers in it and smelling it? You're not.
No.
Just
I can just smell
what's
that
that in the air.
A lot of time it would be burning. It would be we're burning coolant.
Okay.
So again, after all the years of driving and all the problems that I've had with many different trucks and everything is, and like a lot of times. I know it's wrong by just, as soon as you get out of the truck, you can just tell there's something wrong. You know what I mean? It's just, anyway.
But anyway, that is Judge Chloe. That is our new segment. And if any of you guys want to be a part of it, send in your voice notes to us. And you also get to pick who you want to be in your favour and who you want.
I will say, if you can send us a video or a voice note. Oh, actually,
you can type it out too.
They get to
By the way,
decide
you
if
can
they
type
want
it out
to
and
do
we
it.
can read it out.
I like that idea. Yeah. So if you can, we can read it out to you. Let us know. One of us has to defend.
It can be anything and everything, and you've got to choose who it is because, I mean, you've got to decide who's going to be in who's going to be best in your favor. I'm not entirely sure here, but yeah, please send in your am I the arsehole? Judge Chloe things.
By the way, David, 1 for 1.
Yeah, you both did very well. No,
1-1,
hang
yeah.
on. David,
You got an easy
better
one.
than
Dude.
you.
You should even deserve that first
Fucking
win.
home run on your one. Holy shit. Fucking hell.
Right.
All right. Are we ready for some facts time?
Oh yes, we are ready. Some facts. Yes.
All right. So this is a weekly segment that we're doing, and thank you very much to my wonderful ball and chain for providing the sounds for this, or this, whatever the questions, the facts. So now these are going to be actually kind of questions. All right, and then we'll talk about it and then give the answer. All right, there's no winning, there's none of that kind of stuff. All right,
Love these
so
ones.
let's
Yeah.
go ahead and let's see if this works.
Hey guys, it's the old ball and chain here. Most of my random facts this week will be in the form of questions, so here goes. What is the longest distance on Earth that you can walk from point A to point B using bridges and open roads?
Ooh.
The longest distance. I don't think, are we talking
Well,
like
so
as
it's
a
going to be in
bird?
America.
Yeah, I'm sure it's. Actually, you know what? I do believe from
I
Alaska.
don't know. It could be. Yeah.
I do believe it's from Alaska all the way down to way past the Panama Canal, like way past it.
I read about this actually a few weeks
like,
ago.
using. Did she say using bridges?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can go all the way down to Peru, Argentina, all the way. But so what if you're okay? Let's talk about Europe for a second. All right. Let's say you're in Portugal. Portugal is the furthest east. West you can go. Can you walk all the way to the end of Russia, which would be right next to Alaska? Can you do that? Would that be? That's my answer. I'm gonna say from
Wow.
Portugal to
I need to bring up a map for this. Am I allowed to bring up a map?
No.
No,
That's
let's say
definitely
no to
cheating.
that.
I don't know
Right.
what.
So,
Damn
I
it.
know
I'm out.
so do we say the basic? Because I know you can't. Well, you can. Wait. Does it say? So what was the exact phrasing of it again? Was it walk or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Walk.
Interesting.
It's to walk using bridges. You can use bridges.
You
So as
can
long as
use
you're walking,
bridges
you can
and-
use.
Does it say and roads or not?
Okay, let's try again. Okay.
What is the longest distance on Earth that you can walk from point A to point B using bridges and open roads?
And open roads. So that's
Regular
the
roads. So roads.
No, I
Just
know.
roads. Open. Yeah.
It's a
So
road,
you
yeah.
can't walk to. You can't. There's a reason that you can't. There's no roads that go to South America from America, is there? Because there's like a
Is there not?
section which is all. I'm sure there's a section where it's all jungle. And it's like impossible to try and get through. So they have to use like other means.
It's Panama.
So, but
Colombia has a very
I'm
restrictive.
sure.
Go ahead.
It's going to be like the top end of Russia, isn't it, or something? All
That's
the
what
way
I'm going to say.
down
The very east of Russia.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that you don't expect. I reckon.
I'm gonna go something against you guys. I'm gonna say from the top of Norway to the bottom of Africa,
Which would be Cape Town.
because
I'm guessing Cape Town.
that's my answer. That's my answer.
Well, I was going to go Russia down to top end of Russia to it's going to be Africa in it, as you just said, Africa, because that's down
I
there.
feel like you just. I mean, it's either that or Le France. Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
French speak.
All right,
Come at
let's
me,
see.
French.
What do we got?
14,000 miles. This is from Magadan, Russia to Cape Town, South Africa.
No,
There's a mixture. We both got it wrong,
you
but there's.
cheated. You
Yeah,
cheated.
but
You
between
picked-
us.
Oh wait, you did say Africa, didn't you?
Yeah, she got it right.
Yeah, she
But
did.
only because I said Africa. I was like, oh, it must be. I should have.
But I came up with
done
Russia. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
Between us, we figured it out though.
Yeah.
There's no cheating. No one wins. We all figure it out together. Thank you.
It was the.
It was
I thought.
cheating.
Of course, I thought Portugal was. But of course. Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
cool. All right.
That's crazy, isn't
let's
it?
do
To
next.
be honest with you, I said Africa. I came up with the Africa thing and didn't think, oh yeah, you can turn right at fucking Egypt and go up and across that way. I didn't think about that.
How
I was
long
like,
do you
oh
think
no,
that would
no
take
way.
you?
At least 2
I'll take-
days.
Nessa,
Yeah, at least.
while we're listening to our
Are you the
next one,
Flash?
please could you try and find out how long that would take to actually walk?
I've got it in front of me because I've already read about this story.
Ooh.
already-
If you walk
wow.
continuously without any breaks, you can finish in 187 days,
Pretty.
which would take a total of 4,490
Are they taking into
hours.
consideration
Wow.
border stops and the line at the border? And just saying,
No, that is walking continuously without stops.
And there's also
All right.
things in
So
the way at the moment.
if you walk for 8 hours a day, it would take 562 days to complete.
after that.
Ooh.
All right.
Wow. I'm not doing that then.
It's the equivalent to walking up and down Everest 13 times.
Wow. But you're less likely to die, though.
That,
Everest is quite dangerous.
Not necessarily.
honestly, that blows my mind because I would expect it to be more than 13 times considering the distance. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but
I
Everest
would have
is
thought it
quite
would have
big.
took longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'm after that.
You ready?
Go on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I like that one.
What common household spice is also a hallucinogen?
Interesting. Household spice.
Coffee. Oh, that's not a spice, is it?
I remember
Okay, well,
downloading. Do you guys remember
It's
the
something weird.
Anarchist cookbook?
Who?
No.
There was this thing. It was basically this internet law thing. It was called the Anarchist's Cookbook, and it was supposed to be illegal to possess. It was one of them things at like secondary school. People were like, oh, there's the Anarchist Cookbook. It tells you how to make bombs, and it takes you. And obviously, me being me, I had to download it because But in it, at one
Why
point,
not?
it says that what you can do is you can take bananas and like the little black seeds out of bananas and put it onto a baking tray and make it into a hallucinogen. I don't think that's true though.
Oh,
I think
poppy
most of it
seeds.
was made up.
Poppy seeds
A
are thingy, aren't
spice.
they?
Is it a
But
spice?
she does say spice.
Oh, maybe they're
Like-
not.
Like salt and pepper and paprika and cayenne. That can be made into a
What?
hallucinogen.
Yeah, poppy
isn't-
makes
isn't it
heroin,
some, like-
yeah.
Is it?
Poppy.
There's a
Poppy makes
popular
heroin.
saying for this one.
Go on.
There's a popular saying for this one, and it's the name of the spice and then high afterwards, something high. I don't know if you've ever heard of it,
High as a kite.
but there's
China?
Is there a spice called kite?
that's high as a kite.
Pepper
I know
high.
mace.
Chai?
I know mace is a spice. I have mace up in the cabinet. Or the spice cabinet, yeah.
And then high after
Cinnamon.
it.
That's if I've got the same answer as Mrs. Ballantyne.
Oh, I don't know on this one.
All right, let's find out. Let's find out what the answer
absolutely-
Yeah,
is.
let's
yeah,
find
I'm
out
definitely
because
interested
we're
to
not
find
going to
out.
get there.
Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got nutmeg high.
Oh.
The answer is nutmeg. It
Whoa!
contains myristicin, a natural compound with mind-altering effects if ingested
I have
in
some in
large
the cupboard.
doses.
I'll be right
For
back.
physical reasons, I must say that this podcast does not endorse or condone the use of drugs.
I like
Actually,
the little-
we do
Holy
condone
shit.
it. We want everyone to use drugs, so don't you dare
Is this
talk
why
for us,
everyone does
Wall
the
and Chain.
nutmeg challenge? Is it where they put the
This
mouthful
is
of
an
nutmeg
official
in your
statement
mouth?
from this podcast. Go and do drugs. They are
Yeah.
great.
Hardcore nutmeg.
All right, nutmeg high. Cool. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool. We
that
don't.
is-
That was a
we-
great
just
one,
for
that
now,
was. I
we
like
don't-
that one.
In our house, we do not have nutmeg. That's not something we have. So
No, you've run out of it.
I do.
Well, yeah, but
I've
how
got
do we?
a couple.
Nessa, can you Google how to get high with nutmeg? Like, what do I need to do?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
just thinking that. I was like, would you put in a teaspoon and burn it?
I want
or
to make
what
sure
do
I
you
don't
do with it?
accidentally do it. So,
should we be saying?
No.
Yeah,
we're,
totally.
You
we're
liar.
educating people on how not to do it, just in case they accidentally find themselves doing this.
There is a website called drwell.com.
That
and he
sounds
tells you
credible.
how to do it. Holy shit, getting high on nutmeg.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh my
just
god,
very quickly.
step by step.
I
by
did not
step.
see the episode going here. When we started this evening, I did
I did.
not think I'd be
I
talking
totally
to you
did.
guys about how getting high on nutmeg, because it's apparent thing. Go on, right, so how do you get high
How'd
on
you get
nutmeg?
high on nutmeg? Go on.
We have to know at this point.
How to avoid. getting high
Oh
on
god.
nutmeg.
Apparently you really, really can't, because before you get high enough you are vomiting and you have severe diarrhea from it.
Yeah, maybe not then.
Oh god.
Oh wow, maybe not then.
Yeah.
And that
okay.
was the symptoms on someone's second try to get high.
So you don't have to do anything.
What
You
was
just
the
got to
first try.
You just got to just keep eating it.
He was the second try. He was eating it raw.
Okay.
The first try, he put it in eggnog,
fuck's sake.
cakes, pies, and various other foods.
Right.
But he was too full to carry on.
Okay, that was not a very good. Okay.
Right. So apparently, if
So
you
it's
nutmeg, you
failed.
will get high, but you will also vomit and shit everywhere. So
Yeah, apparently nutmeg poisoning is rare, but happens.
Nutmeg poisoning.
poisoning.
Wow,
Yes,
we are
nutmeg
not condoning
poisoning.
this.
Yeah. No, don't.
It's often unintentional among small children. Why would they put that part there?
Young children like to get high.
Hang on, is it
Oh,
because that
children who
stupid thing
accidentally
where-
inhale
Yeah,
it.
where people
Yeah. Love
eat it,
to
don't
get
they?
high,
There
mate.
there was a thing at the time, wasn't there, where people were putting mouthfuls in their mouth.
That was of cinnamon.
Was that not? Was
Oh,
that nutmeg?
adolescents are
That was
more.
cinnamon.
Adolescents are
I thought it
more.
was nutmeg.
The cinnamon challenge.
You can
Yeah.
do it both. Yeah,
You can do it.
both.
So you can do anything
Well,
you want. You can make up
says
your own
nutmeg.
challenge. All right, we're moving on.
Well, we're not getting high on nutmeg. Yes.
Next one.
Go on
Okay.
then.
Apparently.
Which celebrity is indirectly responsible for the creation of Google Images?
Oh,
Google Images.
Celebrity.
what? As in like
Kardashians.
making
probably.
Google images? Oh,
Probably
what? As
the-
in someone searches for them and.
I'm gonna guess. I imagine that the celebrity didn't work for Google. That I imagine that it was because their image was so popular that it just kept on.
It's gonna be a meme. Then,
A lot of
isn't it?
people were searching images of blank. Britney
Didn't see
Spears,
that one.
who was very searchable around when Google Images came out. I don't even know
Anna
when Google
Kournikova.
Images did come out.
Oh.
Anna Kournikova.
Who?
She's a tennis player.
Yeah, I have a weird feeling it might be her.
When she was in
So-
the when she was in the ocean, when she was at the beach.
So basically, about when this came out, there was a virus, and it was called the Anna Kournikova virus, and basically it was all about getting nudes of this person here, and I can imagine Google putting the pictures up to stop people from getting the virus. That's just my guess. It's just a guess, but we'll see.
It's a good guess.
If
Alright,
I
I like
get this
it.
right, I win the night. I win the entire fucking night.
There is no
I'll be
winner or
so proud
loser
of
in this
myself.
one.
Yeah,
We win as a group.
But there are
I'm-
many losers, and they all opened that virus. So I'm just
I'm gonna
saying.
say, I'm gonna say one of the
and did get
Kardashians.
nudes. I don't think
I'm gonna
it's too
say-
early to be Kardashians.
Tom Hanks, because I said
Okay.
it. I don't know why.
There we go, Tom Hanks. We got our okay. Let's find out.
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh,
So many people
Yep.
have Googled the infamous green dress she wore to the 2000 Grammys that Google added the image function afterwards.
Okay.
Oh well,
Wow.
I feel bad because I thought of porn.
David was on the track with the Britney Spears, though. You were on the right track.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Okay.
Well
next,
played.
next question.
How many flavors of Kit Kat are there in Japan?
Oh,
Japan.
right. I know there's a mica flavor.
We're not going to add them like that. We're just going to take a number. Yeah. Sure. I'm going to say 30.
There's going to be a lot, I reckon.
30, that's a lot.
It is, isn't it?
I mean,
but
you've got to
this is
think in
Japan.
UK,
They probably
in
got
the
kitty cat
UK, there must
flavored
be about 10.
ones. You know.
They've probably got unicorn, and yeah, they
But
have.
there must be,
Rainbow
honestly, there must
flavoured?
be about 10 in the UK. So
Does it include
Yes, it does.
limited edition?
I imagine so. I can't imagine why.
I'm
not.
going
Stuff
for
like that.
50.
Um,
I'm going a bit more wild and out there.
22.
I'm surprised you didn't say
That's
31.
Ooh.
22.
All right. We got.
So you going for one?
Or do you already know the answer?
Well, it would be unfair now because I've just seen the answer.
Okay,
Oh,
let's,
okay. No, not you then.
I would have
produced
guessed
with all
around
the
like 30, 20 to 30, but I'm way off.
Okay.
Oh, that means I'm way
Wow,
off. I'm going to change my
I feel
answer.
I'm way off. Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna say 75.
No,
All right, let's find out what the answer is.
Over 200.
Ooh.
Oh
They are
my
exclusively
god.
created for different regions, cities, and seasons. Some of the kookier flavors include wasabi, vegetable juice, and melon and cheese.
Ooh, melon and cheese.
Melon.
That's the right
cheese.
answer. But if you include the limited edition as well, it's over 300.
Oh,
See, Trucker
wow.
Colin in the chat.
over
He's got
9,000.
300. He's dead on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Trucker Colin
Googled
has
it
the
too.
internet right in front of him where you can just Google it. So, yes, I am accusing you of cheating. That's why that was a very, I wouldn't say specific answer, but all right. Neil says 6. Come on, Neil.
I mean, the question it goes back to that old Jurassic Park thing of they spent
Does it?
so much time wondering if they could and not
Whether they should.
if they should. Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
not-
I'd be
it's
willing
not-
to try
it's
some
not
of those
okay
weird
that-
flavors.
Yeah, that's absolute. That's
The other
gross.
thing though, are they Kit Kat like little fingers or are they Kit Kat chunkies? Because there's a difference.
It's a flavor, it doesn't matter.
No, it does
I-
not fucking.
There
If
is
it's
a
melon and
difference.
cheese, I don't care what fucking size it is. I'm not eating it.
No, because if you have a Kit Kat chunky, it's more about the centre. If you have fingers, you've got individual fingers that are little. All right.
That's what she said.
Well played. Well played.
And the next comment's from Timo.
I beat him to it.
Do you guys ever like to eat with a Kit Kat chunkies? Like you go around. and
Absolutely.
follow
Yeah.
Absolutely, Tom.
Eat the
That
chocolate.
is the only way. If you eat it any other way,
Yes.
you're doing it wrong.
Why would you
The
eat
same
it any
as
other
the
way?
Twix as well. You can't just munch into
Oh,
a
no,
Twix.
no,
Oh, well,
no,
you got to
no,
take
which
the
side
caramel
of
off
uh,
this.
No.
I used
Yes,
to.
that's wrong.
Yes.
You eat
No.
the biscuit off first, and then you have like a nice
What?
big chewy bit of. What do you mean? What?
Why would you do it that way?
Because
I
then you've
don't
got
eat
the
Twix that
caramel
often.
No,
deliciousness
because then
afterwards.
you're left with a floppy thing.
I
Why
only ever
would
get
you
Twix
do it that
in the
way?
celebration.
That's what
Because
she
it's a
said.
big- Fucking on it tonight.
Sorry.
Wait, one second. Neil just said, "Remember Boosts? I miss them." Are you telling me they've got rid of Boosts?
Oh, yes.
Boosts are still there.
No, they're still around. I see them all the
I've
time.
seen them around.
Yeah.
All right, do you know what
And
I
also
did have the other day?
The fries.
I had a
the fries
lion
chocolate
bar.
as well.
I had
Sorry,
a
Gav.
lion bar. Do you remember
Oh,
lion
yeah.
bars?
Yes, I do.
But they used to be
Lovely.
a lot-
Jubbly.
Right, Nesta, if you dare, right? They used to be a lot bigger than they are.
That's what she said.
You know what's funny? I have this package
Am I hired?
that I got sent
That's
to
what
from.
she said.
There's this package I haven't opened. Right? It's it came.
Ooh, that's
it
what
came,
she said.
It's Korean chocolates and stuff.
Ooh.
Now they wanted me to do a video on it. Basically, they want me to like try out the flavors and all that, try out and see what my reactions is and post it. Now I've had
What? They watched your trucking videos and go, try our food.
Yeah, they did. They saw how many subscribers I had or whatever, probably, and like, I'm sure this would be a perfect fit. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I would like it. Here's the thing. I don't know if I will do it. I just don't. I don't feel like it's
I
that's
think you
my
should.
channel. If it was, I would like you guys to do it with me. But you guys don't have the package. I don't even know what's in the package because if I'm going to record it, I'm going to open the actual box so I actually see it for the first time and everything. And then I'm going to record it. But
I think you should do it, but I think you should do it with your missus and your kid, and I think you should all have
Yeah.
it and have it as a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah.
well, no, it needs to be on the actual because they gave it
Well,
to
you
me.
can put it on your channel as well,
Ah,
but then
fuck
it's also
'em. They don't know.
Patreon.
It's chocolate. It's gone missing. You never received
My
it.
child got in there and ate it all.
There you go. There you go. All right, let's do the next one. I think that.
Oh, we got
is-
another one. Sweet.
Yeah, we got one more, and then a final fact.
Oh.
So we have two more.
Which condiment used to be sold as medicine?
Ooh, I know the answer to that.
What's a condiment?
Like a sauce
ketchup,
or
Sauces.
ketchup,
yeah.
mayonnaise, mustard, ranch, barbecue.
Condiment.
Is it going to be something like Worcestershire?
Was it honey? Is honey one?
Oh, honey.
Honey is still
possibly.
used a lot in medicine, isn't it?
Yeah, especially like Manuka honey
Vinegar.
and
Again,
stuff.
someone in the chat just put vinegar.
Yeah, like apple cider and vinegar.
I mean,
yeah.
vinegar. I guess vinegar's not used, but it used to be. Was it bumped his head and something
Went
about
to bed.
vinegar and went to bed with vinegar and something?
Oh, I just.
Brown paper.
Was that it?
What is that again? That
Is
sounds
it-
very
yeah.
familiar.
So
What
was it vinegar?
Is that me right?
Yeah. 1 second. Let me just.
I just thought it was he went to bed, bumped his head, and couldn't get up in the morning. Which is quite sinister, really.
Popular children's nursery rhyme, which none of us can remember what it's
No,
called.
I can't remember.
Honestly,
we know it.
It's
Click, click,
Where
click,
is
click,
it?
click, click, click.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of clicking here.
I,
Yeah,
I,
a lot of.
I'm waiting.
I want it. I want my kids. I want my kid to learn it. He loves his nursery rhymes.
Does he?
Fucking,
Oh,
they are
yeah.
horrifying. Some of them.
Ring
When you
around,
actually
ring
look
around
into
a
the
rosy.
stories of them. Yeah, when you look into the story of them, they're really bad. It's like I learned what the
Humpty
Muffin
Dumpty.
Man
Oh,
meant the other
that's-
day.
okay, yeah.
Did you know what the Muffin Man meant?
No.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. Yeah.
The Muffin
The one that
Man!
lives
You
on
know the
Drury
Muffin
Lane?
Man that lives on Drury Lane. Well,
I hate you
apparently
guys
the
so
Muffin
much.
Man that lived on Drury Lane was a fucking like rapist and murderer, which is why
Wow,
it was a nursery.
that took a long, wild turn. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
So basically,
That's
it was a warning saying, "Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane?
Yeah,
Don't
keep away from
go
him."
to the Muffin Man."
Jack,
Yeah.
Jack and Jill. It's Jack and Jill.
Yeah,
Someone
it is
has
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Jack
That's all
got
I
up
know.
and home he trot as fast as he could caper. He went to bed to mend his head with vinegar and brown paper. I would say, I don't know who was the
Okay.
first person to say
I
it.
never heard that
but
last part.
Vinegar.
No, I've never heard that last part.
I vaguely
I have.
remember it because my nan used to sing it. But when you think about it, he has had brain damage. This is not okay.
The mom they got arrested for trying to fix them with some really bad stuff, and the kid ended up dying. And yeah, CPS was
Probably, yeah.
Child Protective
The amount
Services
of
was
these
called.
things. Oh my god! Yeah, social services does need to get involved in a lot of these nursery rhymes because people die routinely.
A paper
Like
bag
the-
and vinegar. Oh.
Like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. That one there. The original one I heard that my nan told me, she gets fucking eaten. They ate her because she ate all of it. In fairness to them, they had no more fucking porridge left because the little bitch came in and fucking drank it all. So
But
anyways, right.
didn't the
What was the topic?
the
What
guy
were
with the
we talking
hatchet?
about?
Didn't the guy with the hatchet ended up cutting open the wolf and the grandmother?
You slit
Yeah.
him open. I
Yeah.
just remember him being slit open. And people are commenting about the fact that on kids' shows are a bit violent now. Oh, look
But,
at
like-
Transformers. Fucking back in
Or
my
God
day,
forbid,
that's fucking
God
great.
forbid, you'd have a gay character on a children's program now. Sorry, that's
Oh
what it's
yeah,
like in America.
terrible. It's fucking. Oh no, that's disgraceful. But
Well,
They
most
actually
most
had,
Disney
uh,
films are
being
based on
murdered
really
to
bad.
death.
Most
you
Disney
know the
films are
new,
based on that.
Did
Bad.
Do you know the new Buzz Lightyear film?
Yes.
Yeah.
That had gay characters in it, so it got banned in
It
certain
did.
countries.
Which character was gay?
No way. His friend.
it
Wasn't
was-
it?
Yeah,
The
one of the
lieutenant.
friends' parents
Yeah.
were both women.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
in Holland, they have a kids' TV show about a child with a giant talking penis.
Well, do you
I've
know
heard
Bluey?
about that. That was yes, I have. I've seen that. And
It is very weird.
It is really long, like extremely. It's like
It is.
That's what she said.
Beat me to it, Chloe. I was thinking that. Shall I say it now? Well, then you did it.
All right. The original question is what condiment was ever used as medicine? Are we
vinegar.
going-
Okay, so we
Vinegar.
go vinegar. From the
We're gonna go
nursery
with
rhyme, vinegar.
Ketchup.
barbecue sauce?
Ketchup. It was prescribed for people with indigestion.
I am researching this.
Right, come back.
Right, we gotta hear that
What we
again.
said. Right.
Ketchup. It was prescribed
What was
and
the
sold
question?
to people with indigestion back in 1834.
No.
And that was a blow off
yeah.
answer too. You just think fucking ketchup.
In the 1830s, tomato ketchup was used and sold as medicine, claiming to cure ailments such as diarrhea, indigestion, and jaundice. Oh my god! And I just
Wow.
said it on a whim.
Well,
Okay.
that's fucking
Let's
crazy.
just. I don't know what the last
That's
one.
blowing
The
my
last one
mind.
is just a random fact. I don't think it's an actual question, but let's find out.
Let's find out. We love it.
And this last fact is not a question, but I thought it was interesting.
There you go.
Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport. Between 1912 and 1948, medals were given for music, painting, sculpture, and architecture.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wait,
That's
What?
cool.
what architecture could? What are they building in that time? Holy shit! Or they're just drawing designs?
In what year was it again? I missed that bit. What
1914
year
to
did it-
1940. Something like that.
Oh,
Do they
okay.
have to wear? Do they have to still wear like the proper like kits with the numbers on the back and the front and stuff, or
What,
not?
the shorts and numbers.
Yeah.
Not looking like an artist.
Drinking
Wow.
drinking Lucasade and things with electrolytes in it. So hard. I need another 2B pencil.
Here's all right. Here's a complaint that I think is absolutely stupid and ridiculous in the Olympics. All right, the women's volleyball.
Oh my god, you're going after the women again.
He's going after the women
The
again.
women's
Yeah.
volleyball, they're required to wear certain outfits. They're required to wear like bikinis, basically. All right, and not shorts.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as in, like, if they want to wear them, that's great. But the fact that they get fined if they don't. I don't know what team it was or what country it
No.
was. They actually wanted to wear shorts instead of bikini bottoms, and they
Yeah,
actually
fair
got
enough.
fined because a part of their uniform is actually bikini bottoms. You know, so during this is the volleyball, this is beach volleyball. Sorry, I forgot to mention that part.
I mean,
The
they're
beach
on a
volleyball.
beach, so you expect a bikini.
Yes, we expect, but they shouldn't be forced to wear to look practically naked and jump
Well, what
around.
do the men
and all
have to
that
wear?
regular
pants.
regular shorts
it's
and
the
regular
Olympic
t-shirts.
sport I can
Don't they wear
masturbate to, so
Speedos?
anyways. Sorry.
You know?
Nobody. This is what if I was to say that, Tom would say. On that note, all right. Thank you so much for listening. And if you haven't listened, I'm not going to finish it because we're not done.
We haven't done your topic yet,
I
David.
didn't know whether I should
more than
make that
likely we're not
joke or
doing my
not.
topic.
I was really kind of holding up. I was like, should I make the joke? I really want to, but I don't know if I should. Shitting fuck. That for the folks at
God.
home, please note that was a joke.
Well,
Maybe.
obviously,
Yeah,
Anyways.
so that's everything
Oh.
with the facts from my my ball and chain. Thank you very much, my
I like
beautiful one.
that.
I liked that a lot, actually.
And thank you for bringing
Yeah,
my
I
beer.
liked that a lot.
You know.
Yeah, good
Oh,
timing
actually,
as well, wasn't it?
how are you doing on the beer there?
Yeah, no, he's on the bed.
I'm good.
It's just very quick. He is going to need another beer before the end of the show, so just have it prepped for us, please. That'd be great.
But don't go to your way. You know, you're fine. You know,
No, go
3
out
beers.
of the way,
I still have a
definitely
lot
go
of
away.
work I need to do today. I got to edit this podcast. I got to go gardening.
Not anymore. You don't.
He's too pissed for that one.
Do you want to do yours, David or Chloe?
What
Well, I've still
topic?
got-
Yeah.
David's not
I'm
going,
looking
is
at the
he?
record button right now, and we have been recording for an hour and 53 minutes.
Yeah, but have we though?
Wait.
Like, how much of that is actually
we
podcast?
actually?
So we've been sitting in the seat for at least because it's when the time I actually
Oh
pressed
my
record.
god! Right. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough then. In which case, we
I
will leave
know
your two
there was
topics
like
for next
20
week.
or 20 minutes or 30 minutes where we were jabbering for the post for
But
the
we're
pre-show.
still way over.
Yeah.
I think
All right,
that
I'll
goes
tell
to-
you my
I think
story
that
next
goes
week
to
then.
show
Whatever,
that,
whatever.
that
whatever,
I'm wanting to
whatever.
go into another topic.
What was your topic, Chloe? What did you want to talk about?
I didn't really have a topic. I just had a story to
Well,
tell
just tell us
you.
a story.
I
right?
didn't even have a
No,
topic.
no.
so it
We're
wasn't
going
even-
tell us a story. We're fine.
All right,
Tell
well,
us a
Nobody's
story.
going
I got
anywhere.
excited earlier. Right? Okay, well,
If you go anywhere, we will find you and we will deck the shit out of you.
so I got
Apparently,
excited
but,
by the story,
okay.
all right? So it involves a new driver, and I made another red line, which I thought was cool again. And I might have ripped out a few trees and various things.
Can you explain to people
As
just
you do.
what a red line means?
So I caused another traffic
Different
jam,
to
like
David.
major.
On Google
So-
Maps, if you ever look at it, there's a red line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to do this collection from a certain site, and it was like down the back end of nowhere. You know, one of those classic farm ones that you get.
Classic.
And classic farm ones where it's a nightmare to get in, and yeah, it was
It's
one of
a
those.
mini adventure.
It literally. So I got told by the driver that delivered it, and bearing in mind that the driver that delivered it's got the 6-wheeler, you know, the 8-wheeler, but it's got the drop axle and it's a Trident axle, so it gets around corners a lot easier than me. So I went the way I was told, and there was a road closure. He said, "Well, if you go that way, you'll be on the right side of the road closure." So I was like, "Sweet, no worries." So you're going through all this road closure, and you're getting near, and you're like 1 minute away from sight, and then all of a sudden, oh, road closure's now moved and it's now on my side. Excellent. I'm not fucking reversing back there. There's no one on site like that I can see. And I see all these barriers, and I'm like, oh, it's like another car's gone through there. There's a bit of like grass pushed over. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going round. Fuck this. So I floor it through this road closure.
Good on
as,
you.
as one
Fucking
does.
good
yeah.
on you.
I definitely took out a barrier,
Or two.
maybe, but I was gone. No one saw me. It's fine. So anyone that lives in West Hill, you're gonna know about it now. It's me, all right. I did it, but who cares? I was being a rebel and I enjoyed it. So I got through. And,
I heard Red Bull, but I'm sure you said Rebel. Yeah.
Rebel.
Yeah.
Rebel. Yeah.
Still
So I
hearing
got
Red Bull.
there, and it was it was one of those sites where you get out and you go, is this definitely where it is? So you get out and you walk down the path, and then you get there, and there's a skip lorry there. There's another skip lorry. Excellent. Oh, there's definitely a Roro there. So luckily, this skip lorry, this new girl we've got that started a couple of months ago now. She's a very fresh new driver.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, she was fucking brilliant. I don't think I would have done the job without her. I was so impressed. You know, when you get a new driver and they don't always know like the dimensions and how to, she's in a smaller skip lorry. You don't know how she's going to be able to cope or be able to help you. She was fucking brilliant. She was straight on it, helped me get in and out, no problem. It was tight. It was awkward. It was one of those where I had to shut it about 4 times, and the customer was like, oh, don't destroy my drive. Don't do this. Don't do that. So I got in and out, and then I said to her, what's the best way to get in? Get out, because I'm not going back through that road closure. I've already caused damage. All right, well, follow me back out this way. It's a bit awkward, but you follow me. So I was like, sweet, no worries. So I'm following her along. And of course, classic meet a bus, meet a car, meet everything. I rip out a tree, and I mean a tree that I could hug. I ripped out a tree.
Awesome.
Full
Oh
blown.
my God.
This tree's across this road outside this woman's house. And obviously I've
Across
seen
the
it
road.
across the road. I'm like, oh shit, I can't leave that here. And the car gets out, there's a car behind that was far enough behind that it's fine. And they get out and they start moving this tree. I was thinking, I can't just drive off. I would be a right dick. So I get out and I start helping them move this tree. And this woman, she was fucking lovely. She was like, oh, don't worry about it. She's like, we saw it was going to happen. It's fine. Thinking they're obviously not local. They didn't give a crap. They were lovely. Now, like, we'll just push it over here out the way. Yeah, fine. Anyway, it turns out we accidentally pushed it onto some woman's garden.
Oh dear.
And then all of a sudden we hear is, you can't put that on my garden. Like this woman screaming out her window. And I'm like, oh my God, the drama. So then we were just like, then we got to drag this tree down the side of my truck down to this little lay-by thing. Fucking lay-bys. There's always a lay-by. So we put this tree in the lay-by and we're like, it'll be fine. Absolutely fine. I think this girl's already driven off by now because fair enough, she doesn't have to wait for me. I would be happy if she'd done that. And I finally get going. I'm thinking, fucking hell, I'm surprised I've not met any more cars yet. What's going on? And I've already
goddamn
caused this
hero.
traffic. I get up the road. She has full-blown commanded the road, stop traffic for me.
Fucking
has
well done, that
literally
lady.
Pre-warned everyone. Everyone is already in little out the way.
Absolute hero.
I was just like, fuck me, fair play. She could have left me long gone, which is all I was expecting. She has moved everyone out the way. Everyone is sorted. I'm sailing through. We've already had our traffic and still we're sailing through. We're getting all the way up this tiny little lane. Again, more trees are smacking my truck and, every left, right and centre. I am taking out trees. I'm like, I can't do anything about it. I'm fucked at this point. I've just got to go through. I'm committed. And we get to the top of the road, and then you know when you join another road and you've got to command the road, you've got no space. And again, she is just literally, she's pulled out, she's taken the gap, she's then stopped traffic coming the opposite side of the road, so they can't then take up my space. So then I get out and I can use all that space and get out behind her, and she stopped everything. And I was just like, fuck me, she's a brand new driver.
Fucking
Fair play.
MVP.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She made that journey so much, I want to say so much fun, because that could have been such a shit one.
Absolutely.
And actually, I just was
when
like,
you're going in convoy,
wow.
and there's someone that you actually, like,
Yeah.
we go in convoy quite a lot, and there's two, you get the drivers that just, they're off and away, but then you get the drivers where, like, I'll always try and be like that, where I will, I'll try and kind of watch out for the other driver behind,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you've got a driver like that, it just helps everything out so much. Yeah, what an absolute superstar.
Shit, and-
MVP of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I even went into the boss. I said, "You've got a good driver there." I said that was. She went above and beyond, and she didn't have to. She really didn't have to, because she could have left me for dust, you know. And
We've got to look out for each other.
So I just wanted to say that I had a fucking wicked last job on Friday that I thoroughly enjoyed, causing mayhem because it was just brilliant. It was fucking brilliant.
Well, I'm very happy you told that story, and we didn't end the show without it. You know, so
Trust
awesome.
you, that's
a way better
That's a great story.
That is a great end
was so
to the
good.
show. And honestly, on that note, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.